My name is Elias and I'm 33 years old. I hadn't seen my family in over 6 years, not by choice, but because life took me far away. When my mother retired, I made it a point to stay connected, calling, texting, sending birthday cards, Christmas gifts, and even arranging flower deliveries. Their responses were inconsistent. Sometimes a brief thanks, other times nothing at all. The distance started when I left the country for work, first to Switzerland, then to Canada. I always believed we'd reconnect when I returned, picturing a warm embrace like a long-lost son coming home. I was wrong. This December, I had some time off. I saved my vacation days, booked flights early, and planned everything meticulously. I kept it a secret, imagining their joy when I walked through the door. On the flight, I rehearsed lines like, "Guess who's back?" After a grueling 14-hour journey, multiple layovers, and 3 overpriced coffees, I arrived exhausted but hopeful, thinking I was finally home. No one was at the airport to greet me. I assumed they were delayed. I waited by baggage claim, watching families reunite. The crowd thinned. 30 minutes passed, then an hour. Eventually, I took a cab. In hindsight, the silence should have been a red flag. I reached my childhood home just before dusk. The house was aglow, cars lined the driveway. Through the window, I saw my parents, 2 brothers, their spouses and cousins gathered around the dining table, laughing. Holiday music played, dishes clinked, and glasses were raised. I knocked. No answer. I knocked louder. My Uncle Mark opened the door, drink in hand, and smirked. Didn't know we invited ghosts? I stepped inside, but there was no warmth, no hugs, no smiles. My mother glanced up, blinked, and said, "Oh, Elias," as if she just remembered I existed. My younger brother Ryan chuckled coldly. "We've moved on, man. Don't expect a spot in the photos." I mumbled, "Okay," stunned, waiting for someone to laugh and say it was a joke. Silence. Even my father said nothing. They resumed eating, casting awkward glances. My old seat at the table was gone, replaced by a cabinet. My stocking wasn't above the fireplace. No gifts for me under the tree. I'd been erased. I stood there, frozen. My mother approached and whispered, "Don't make a scene." I wanted to speak, to argue, but words failed me. I nodded, turned, and left, the cold air biting as I closed the door. That night, I checked into a cheap hotel by the highway. No festive lights, no family feast, just a vending machine sandwich and the crushing realization I had no family anymore. I didn't text, post, or cry. I sat in silence. The next morning, I flew back to Canada. No one called, no one texted. The silence was deafening. For 2 months, I lived mechanically. Work, eat, sleep. But the pain simmered, a quiet ache. Something shifted. That moment at the door, treated like an outsider by the people who raised me, ignited a resolve. I didn't act out of spite at first. I just wanted peace. But reflecting, I saw they hadn't forgotten me. They'd chosen to exclude me. It was deliberate. I dug through old messages, emails, photos. Patterns emerged. I'd been dropped from group chats, left out of family events, and saw posts captioned, "The whole gang's here," without me. I remembered wiring money to my father for a roof repair, buying my niece a tablet for school. Never thanked. I'd supported them from afar, the successful Elias, the globetrotter, the entrepreneur. But when I stopped being useful, I ceased to matter.
I can't tell what happened next in the short video. The full story on channel link below.